Hey guys, it's Terry here from Money Matters for Everybody, and today I have Tim with me.
Hello.
Do you want to tell him where you're from?
I'm with Tiny Apple Homestead.
Okay, taxes. So this week I wrote an article on Substack literally the day after I filed our income taxes because I was pumped up. So I wrote an article titled on my Substack, Give Caesar Only What He's Due, about tax time. And I talked about how tax time makes me kind of anxious. Not for any other reason other than federal income taxes are a nightmare, right? It's not simple for you to calculate how much you're going to owe from year to year, right? It's not like a flat tax. It's all of these different equations that go into this convoluted calculation. So it's utterly complicated. And I personally, since we've been money smart the past couple years, I refuse to lend the federal government my hard-earned dollars interest-free. But I also don't want to owe them penalties if we owe too much, right? So if you owe more than 2 years in a row, I think you have a grace period. Again, something very complicated as usual. So I go ahead and I set up a spreadsheet, and in it I put our planned income and our planned deductions for the year, and then figure out what our taxes are going to be, and make sure that that amount is withheld from our paycheck each month. And this part I talked about in the article about how, like, I'm the nerd, right? So in every relationship, when it comes to money, one tends to be the nerd, that would be me, and one tends to be the free spirit, and that would be him. So, and who runs the world? Nerds. You're awesome. So, but this is one of the ways that I feel like I can make sure that our money is being managed appropriately. And I used to think as long as we didn't owe and as long as we got a refund that we were good. I used to believe that. We could use it for projects around the house, or we could use it to take a vacation. But that is my money that the government is using, and they don't know how to manage money to begin with. So no, I'm going to make sure that the money is evaluated at least quarterly. I typically check in on it, make sure I look at our paychecks and make sure that we're trending in the right direction. So I sat down to do taxes, and that's the other thing. So in order to avoid the anxiety that comes from doing taxes, on the 31st of January, all of your paperwork is typically in. I think it was in our case as well. And I sat down within a week-ish, and I completed our taxes. And I used TurboTax, which is super easy to use. And we are getting a refund of just over $500. So that's close enough. I'm going to put that down in the record as like the closest to the the line as we've ever had. I'd love to get it down to like 0. But what put us over was we actually, I think our planned giving last year.
We gave more than we had planned.
Yes. And you never regret giving more. I'll say that.
Right.
Hands down. So anyhow, so that is that. I think that that's it, right? So couple take-home messages here. If you fear doing your taxes, just get it out of the way, right? Just get it out of the way. Use TurboTax. We were at the bank opening our high yield savings account this week, and we were talking to the bank representative, and she said that she thought about using TurboTax, and I said it's really easy. And honestly, every year you do it, it gets easier.
Yeah, and TurboTax is good in that it asks you questions to prompt you through the system.
Yeah. So, and I think as you have all your paperwork together, so you have your income, your W-2s, and you have your deductions, it just makes it super simple. So I hope that this video has been valuable to you and inspires you to try to do something similar, where you try to make sure that you're giving the government, withholding just enough from your paycheck and keeping more money in your pocket. Anything else?
That's it from me.
All right. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a good week.
Thanks.
Bye.